Year. That's the first thing. Jesse, the first meeting he had, this is not last year's team. We know there were stars on last year's team. This is not last year's team. There's stars in this room. If we work together, we'll all be stars. I believe that's what the player was referring to as all stars. So I think, just all the guys contributing and doing their 1/11th every play. I know it's very cliche, but that's what this team's about. I was telling my wife the other day, these guys are very humble. They work hard. They don't take anything for granted, nothing. And they always want, you should see their face when we coach them. Like they're really absorbing what you're speaking to them. There's nobody that's like tuning you out or they think they already have the answers. And I think you have a team or players that are willing to learn and have the ability that they have. I think that's when you start to see stars. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like there's no stars, but I feel like everybody, if they play together, we can be an all-star team. We can be a team that can leave a legacy that nobody can question. So we're trying to make history. We're trying to create something that people can never erase.
What were some of your first impressions of TCU's offense?
First impressions, again, when you put on the film, you see big playability, right? Throwing the ball down the field. Then as you watch it more, you see the running back is very special. He's fast. He's elusive. He's got good cut ability. He runs hard with the ball. Then you watch the quarterback, and when the game, there may be a game like Baylor where it's kind of like it's not going quite how they wanted at first. Then all of a sudden you see himself or Quinn Johnson or the running back get opportunity to make a big play, and once they do that, it just kind of, from that point on, it kind of just like snowballs. So we just feel like from watching them that they have all the ability that we faced all year, but they got an it factor with that quarterback. Max does a great job. He does a really good job of staying poised and not letting the team feel like that they're going to lose. I remember watching their championship game on TV and how hurt he was, and I knew we had the blessing to play against these guys that he's going to have a chip on his shoulder, and he's going to want to prove to everybody that they belong. And that's awesome, because the fortunate thing is we're doing the same thing. So we're going to work hard. It'll be a hell of a game, and can't wait to get a chance to compete against these guys.
Talking to Junior, he said their offense kind of reminded him of Ohio State. Would you agree with that, Stephen?
Yeah, somebody asked me earlier. They're a mixture of Ohio State. There's some things that Maryland does that they do, even Indiana. It's a little mixture of a lot of teams that we've kind of seen the latter part of the season, with the tempo, with the wide open formations, with pretty good running backs, and then have a great receiver to be able to throw him the ball, and a really poised quarterback like at Ohio State. So I think it's very similar. We just got to do our job and hopefully get the same result.
I think at the start of the year, what he did last year
Yes, sir.
is he gave Mike McDonald a lot of flexibility because he can do so many different things. He can drop really well. He understands things. But as we evolved throughout the season, it was like, this guy's really good at all that stuff. But he's
how you build up that sort of a belief.
So we need to create ways for him to rush.
Things are going to work out. Just to keep.
As we maybe got through the first couple of games,
just keep at it.
Oh yeah.
Being an elite rusher.
We build it up by preparing for it. So we do a segment called Teach the Game, and so a lot of those scenarios that we faced in the Illinois game, we've prepared for the last 2 years for those situations. So if you watch the game closely, nobody on our sideline, none of our players, even flinch. And they don't even bat an eye. We're in a position, we know we have to do to win, and we're going to put ourselves in that position to win. And we practice it over and over again. So coach is really good about doing scenarios. It's not just doing 2 minutes. We do specific situations every week. We watch them as a team every week. We do them the entire camp. We get up and present those situations. So if you build that knowledge within your players, and we have pretty smart players, I believe, when you build that knowledge up in them, then they have a belief. And so when you hit a situation where it's you may not have been in a lot of close games, but you hit a situation where you are, they believe that everything that we've done to this point is going to help us win. So it's easier for them to transition and make the plays and not flinch or not have doubt that, okay, here we go, we're about to lose this. They never give up. So this is a relentless team, a team that's never always know where their feet are. They're going to stay grounded and humble, but we're going to go out there and execute and prove everybody wrong.
Steve, with Jair and Cam working with you guys already, how do you balance the idea of getting those guys coached up as well as focusing on the task at hand?
You know, I haven't had to balance it because they have adjusted so fast that the rest of the team, their teammates, their peers, the rest of the DBs have really accepted them very fast because they see their talent, they see their ability. I'm very open and honest with our group. Everybody knows where they stand, so the players understand we got to continue to build on this. We got to continue to bring in top tier talent. And when you see these two guys out there doing what they do just naturally, without much coaching and adjusting right now, just naturally, you know, it kind of opens everybody's eyes that we're heading in the right direction. And the players have really adjusted well with them, brought them in like little brothers. I believe DJ and Mikey have both taken them both under their wing to try to, including Will, to try to just help them navigate the time, the schedule, where to be, how to get there on time, and then how to practice. And I'll be honest with you, it hasn't been. We haven't had to take one step back with these two guys. Like, they practice so hard, and they do a great job. I'm excited for them.
About with each of them, what it's exciting about them? What have you seen from each of them?
Well, they're long, they're athletic, they're quick, and they pick up very fast. When we do a drill, they either do it naturally, or if they didn't do it right the first time, the second time they do it perfect. They've done a great job with picking up the scheme. You know, we call a couple defenses for them. They go out there and I look at them, I can tell them, hey, you're a man, or you're a third player, you're a quarter player, you're playing this. And then they're able to adjust with just a few days of knowledge. So they do a good job of paying attention more than any freshman I've ever been around. They're not there talking about how good they are and how they're going to come and beat everybody out. They're watching great players in front of them, and they want to learn from them. And that's how I told them when I recruited them. There's not many people that come in and play as true freshmen, okay? And especially start a game, you know, as a freshman, your first game. Will Johnson didn't even start. He just kept building and building and building as the year went on. And so you guys come and learn. The best coach for you is the players in front of you. Learn from them, see how they move, see what they do, and then you'll be able to take that and take it to another level with your talent. And that they've taken that advice to the max.
What does a young player like Will